The Texans have finally completed their coaching staff, and I give it a grade. Coming up next, guys, cue the intro. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. First things first, I want to give a grade for this coaching staff. We just completed it yesterday with James Campton being the offensive line hire. If you haven't seen the video already of me breaking him down, go ahead and check it out. It is the previous video. David Coley and the coaching staff, overall, I'm going to give it a C. I'm going to give it right at that. Pop it right at a 74, 75. 75 is a C, right? Or something like that. 74 is a C minus. Okay. So 75. And that's not I think I'm being optimistic with a 75. I could go a little lower than that, but we all know that David Coley isn't the head coach that we wanted, Texan fans. And a lot of Texan fans wanted Eric Bieniemy. He's still there. A lot of Texan fans wanted Brian Daboll. He's still there. A lot of Texan fans wanted Joe Brady. He's still there. You look at Bowles and Leftwich, and you kind of wonder if any other NFL teams would have interviewed them after the Super Bowl. I wanted Brandon Staley. He went to the Chargers. We didn't even give Robert Saleh an interview, who I also wanted. Which, however you want to slice that, that's complete dog shit to me. So at the end of the day, you're stuck with David Coley. You're stuck with a coaching staff that is lacking. I mean, look, offense coordinators, Tim Kelly. Tim Kelly still has to show and prove to me that he can be an OC and not have a Bill O'Brien scheme. Look, I'm not down on him as many others are. He needs to improve his red zone efficiency. He needs to change his running scheme some way, somehow. If I continuously see a different running back continuously run up the A-gap nonstop over and over and over and over, instead of utilizing the running backs correctly, I'm going to grow a few more gray hairs, guys. I already got one. I want to keep it like that for the next, 15 years at least, okay? But Tim Kelly at OC, it isn't the worst thing, but again, I wanted a whole new regime. I didn't want him back. I'm not entirely mad at him from being back. He only did have 12 games to prove himself. He did make changes in the offense. He changed it a lot. He started to abandon the run game a little bit more. So, look, there is some positive notes to grab on Tim Kelly. Then you look at Lovie Smith, who's the defensive coordinator. I'm not high on Lovie Smith. A lot of people are, but he's going to run a old school 4-3 Tampa 2 style defense. And that just doesn't work in today's league. Look, there's a lot of guys that use the 4-3 scheme Tampa 2 style defense. One of them guys is Matt Eberflus. He was there with Rod Marinelli with the Dallas Cowboys and took that 4-3 Tampa 2 scheme. But what does he do differently? He tweaks it. He adjusts it. And instead of a heavy cover 2, they play a lot of cover 3. He adjusts. He switches. He changes things up. He relies heavily on the defensive line. But he changed the scheme. Can Lovie Smith do that? I don't know. I really don't. Look, you look at that Bears team. That Bears team was loaded with talent, okay? And we necessarily don't have that talent here. So I don't know if Lovie can translate the talent that obviously we don't have. We're very scarce for talent right now. For talent right now. So can Lovie Smith, transcend some of these guys? I don't know. And I'm not a huge guy on him. Him hiring his son as the linebackers coach after seeing that he punched the athletic director or whatever for firing his dad. I mean, from what I've seen, and I don't know how true it is, but from what I saw on Twitter and other things, was that the son wasn't even the linebackers coach. It was all Lovie Smith. He just gave the son a title. So whether or not Miles Smith is somebody different, who knows? Then you have Pep Hamilton, who I think is the best hire on this staff. Pep Hamilton can really help out a young quarterback. We've seen what he done with Andrew Luck, and granted, Andrew Luck is a once-in-a-generation type quarterback, but he still made him very good, did the same thing with Justin Herbert in the Chargers. Guy that was very questionable draft pick that people were wondering whether or not they should have took him, trade down, whatever they wanted to do. Pep Hamilton made him look really good as a QB's coach. This is a very good hire for the Houston Texans. I've already harped on the offensive line coach in my last video. I think that's an amazing hire for the Houston Texans. You got a special teams guy, Frank Ross, I believe was his name. Solid overall special teams guy. I wouldn't have minded if they kept Tracy Smith. I wouldn't have been, mad at that at all. I thought he did an amazing job here as a special teams coordinator. We obviously one of the best special teams in the NFL. I mean, they're always consistent. They don't let up big plays. Like, that's what you got to do, right? Another guy that I did like was the wide receivers coach, and I believe his name was Robert Prince for the Detroit Lions, who really pushes the wide receivers, really transcended the talent there at wide receiver for the Detroit Lions and doesn't settle for less. The guy is a push-hard kind of coach. So that's why I give it a little bit of a 75, because some of these positional coaches that they got, they're pretty solid. I love it. I love some of the positional head coaches. Not so much on the defensive side, but the offensive side of the ball sounds pretty good. I'm more positive about Tim Kelly and Pep Hamilton and James Campen and Robert Prince more so than I am Lovie Smith and his son and whoever else. Like, it just doesn't. I don't see how the Texans can really form a Tampa 2-4-3 scheme unless Lovie Smith has adjusted. He can change. He can tweak his defense to today's era. Then I can see possibly some things going on. I mean, look, you look at the Bucs defense when he was there. They went from 26 his first year to 10th the second year. Of course, they had some talent on that team as well. But overall, this Texans coaching staff is right at a 75, right at a C value for me. Could have done a lot better, in my opinion. But thank the Texans organization for that, guys.
Do I detect a note of sarcasm?
Are you kidding me? This baby is off the chart.
So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for the notifications to turn on. Drop your reactions down below in the comment section. What do you think about this Texans head coaching staff? I have a question for everybody that has been subscribing, commenting. What do y'all think about the name of the channel? What do y'all think about the lead? Do y'all think I should change it? Give me some suggestions. Give me something new. I am thinking about retooling the name of the channel, possibly the intro. I want to redo it some way, somehow, and I got somebody working on it right now. But we need a few more input. We need y'all's input. The Houston sports fans' input, guys. As always, go Astros, go Rockets. Go Texans. Y'all have a blessed day.